Hey guys, it's Frotal here again, and today we're going to be looking at r/Tales from the Customer, which is basically the same as r/Tales from Retail, but from the others. It's a place for customers to vent and rage and even smile about their customer service experiences. I'm going to be reading a few of them because these aren't very long, but let's get right into it. I was a dumbass. Okay. So last night for Valentine's Day, my boyfriend and I went to get tacos from the think outside the buffet. For dinner, a guilty pleasure. We walked up to the counter to begin ordering. The employee taking our order asked at one point, "Second Valentine's Day together?" I think to myself, how strange a question that was, but respond with, "No, fourth or fifth. We just bought a house, so..." I trailed off, but was implying the "just bought a house, so money is tight" sentiment. My boyfriend and the employee both look at me quizzically. I feel awkward in the stunned silence that was so thick you could cut it with a spork, lol. So I grab the 2 soda cups and go over to the side to fill them. My boyfriend finishes ordering and paying and meets me at the soda fountain. "The fuck was that?" he asked me. I'm assuming he was talking about the strange question the employee asked, so I said, "Yeah, that was weird. Like, why did he assume it was our second Valentine's Day together? So bizarre." Realization spreads over his face as he tells me what I heard is not what was actually said. The employee had asked second Valentine's Day dinner, a much more normal question. I feel like a dumbass, and then in horror I remember what I had responded with. This poor employee was just trying to make the small talk he'd probably been making all night, and my dumbass says, "No, not second dinner, but it's our 4th or 5th dinner. I've obviously lost count." And on a completely unrelated note, we just bought a house, just in case you were wondering. The silence and confused looks all make sense now. I'm laughing so hard, tears are streaming down my face. I couldn't even compose myself enough to apologize to the poor guy for making everything awkward and explain what had happened. So now, he's behind the counter, watching this girl who just gave him the weirdest answer to a simple question, cackling like a maniac. I laughed the entire way home. Random taco employee, if you're out there in the Reddit world, I'm so sorry for being a dumbass, but hopefully you now have a new weird customer story, at least. That's just a small misunderstanding, but it kind of led to something funny. Cashier at a fast food restaurant refused a nearly choking woman a glass of water. Having had many customer-facing jobs in the past, most of my family in food service all the way up and down the scale, I'm usually on the side of the employee, but not this time. I was taking my daughter to a fast food place that has the same name as a movie about a fast-running blue hedgehog. She wasn't sure what she wanted, as we don't go there often, so instead of using the car hops or takeout window, we parked and went inside to get a better look at the menu. I'm placing my order when a woman walks in, and she tried to say, "Excuse me, may I have a glass of water?" The woman was clearly having trouble speaking. She was more than rasping. She pointed to her throat where you could clearly see a fairly fresh scar and squeaked out, "Surgery." The cashier said to her that a glass of water cost 27 cents. The woman looked half shocked and half about to cry and said, "Water, please." I glanced at this woman and I don't know what her story was, but she had no purse on her, nor did she have the type of pants that looked like it had pockets. In fact, she was by far the best dressed person in the place, certainly not homeless, but no purse nonetheless. She tried again. "Please, just a cup of water," she croaked out. The cashier was unmoved. A cup of water cost 27 cents. I said, "For goodness sake, give the poor woman a glass of water. I'll pay the 27 cents. The nasty cashier didn't even move until I had fished out the coins from my change purse, and she rung it up. Only then did she go into the back and bring out a plastic cup of water, small, 6 or 8 ounces tops. The woman looked like she was going to cry as she tried to thank me. She tried to explain that she recently had throat surgery, but I said not to worry about it and don't try to talk. She was very grateful. I'm livid at the callousness of the employee. I don't care about policy at that point. The poor woman was choking. I plan to go to the website to leave feedback or find out if there is an email address for corporate. I saved my receipt to pinpoint the exact store, time, and cash register / cashier number. Am I wrong to do this? Was the cashier just following instructions? Shouldn't make exceptions? Please let me know your thoughts before I write the letter. That is kind of messed up. Like that, she was choking. She was, obviously in pain. She just recently had surgery, and you can't even give her a glass of water? For what? Why does water cost 27 cents at Sonic, bro? Go to Chick-fil-A, you can get that large water for free. Just letting you guys know. But anyway, even if the cashier was like following corporate standards or whatever, you still gotta be human, Like you can't not give water to someone who's choking. I don't know. And I think you should maybe not say the cashier, because she's just following policy. Put the corporation and the rule on blast. Barista possibly thinks I don't have a drink, so he makes me one for free. Disclaimer that I'm in the US and barista is a gender neutral term here. I, 24 female, currently work as a kindergarten teacher's aide and have been off this week on winter break. I went to my college's career center for an employment meeting. I love my job, but it doesn't pay the bills, and then decided to go to a big chain coffee shop to get some work done. I killed my large caramel macchiato right away, and I actually ordered it from my laptop as soon as I got there and set myself up at the bar area right next to where the baristas work. I ordered online because my phone app doesn't work and I wanted the points from my account. A couple of hours go by and I was laser focused on what I was doing. Suddenly, a barista gently placed a drink down next to me. I honestly didn't realize right away it was for me since it was next to the pickup station. He came by a couple minutes later and said, "That's for you. You're so focused, I figured you could use a boost." I'm not sure if you noticed I finished my drink a long time ago or if you thought I never had one to begin with, since I ordered online and then just quietly grabbed my drink when it was done. From his view, he could see me, but the counter space was blocked. Either way, it was so nice of him, especially if he thought I didn't buy anything. Instead of coming at me and asking if I was going to buy something, he decided that he'd make me something. We chatted a little bit and I explained that I was working on the yearbook for a small school I work at. No matter what his intention was, it was so kind and sincere, and the caffeine fiend in me was thrilled. He made me a nitro cold brew and I didn't need a nap at all today. I also have narcolepsy, lol. See, that's just a wholesome story. I like that one, because it wasn't bad or anything. It was just a barista going above and beyond to, help out a customer and be nice. Hit him with that customer service, which is really, really, really good. And it's good that he didn't have an ulterior motive. Not that I necessarily think it's bad to shoot your shot, but I don't know, when you're on the job, it's not exactly the time. It's kind of weird for a customer to be hit on by an employee, and it's good that he wasn't trying to do that. He was literally just being a nice person, just being genuine, which is really good. Can we have your seat, please? It's for couples only. So to preface this happened on Valentine's Day back in 2019. I just gotten off work and I stopped at a very well-known chicken place that's known for its wings and chicken strips and a special sauce that they have in the South. I typically stop at this location every Saturday night, but this particular night I was feeling a bit peachy and thought I'd treat myself. I get my usual order and sit down. Now it was, of course, busy due to it being Valentine's Day. I sit myself at a corner booth and get on my phone. Also, I was the only single individual in the entire restaurant eating alone. Everyone else was here on a date. This is important. I'm sitting browsing on my phone when I notice two young adults, maybe 19 or 20 years old, who appear and stand right next to me with trays of food in their hands. M is me, MD, male date, FD is female date. Can I help you? Yes, can you get up please? Or soon at least. We need a place to sit down. I'm a bit appalled by this and look around to notice that there are no more available tables. I'm still eating my dinner. I'm sorry, but maybe if you two wait a little longer, another table will soon get up. She told you to get up, and soon at that. Since it's obvious you don't have a date, why don't you be respectful and let a couple like us enjoy their date? I had considered getting up and asking for a to-go box if another didn't get up beforehand, but after that snarky remark, I wasn't going anywhere. And why he assumed I didn't have a date, which I really didn't, is beyond me. I have no idea what you two's issue is, but any consideration I had in the possibility of getting up just went away after you turned your tone up a few notches. FD is looking annoyed, but gives out a sigh. Let's go, babe. Since this asshole doesn't want to get up, since it's just him. I'm just staring at these two, not sure what to make of this interaction. I hope you learn respect, because you severely lack it. Have a great day. They go up, ask for a to-go box, speak a few minutes with the cashier, who happens and I recognize to be the manager on duty, and with that they both leave. I finish and get up and leave. Me and the manager make eye contact and we both let out a chuckle. The entitlement and sheer lack of personality in others never ceases to amaze me. Oh my god, how do they think they're in the right? That's so freaking entitled and annoying. If that happened to me, I would not get up, most definitely. They're so rude about it. They could have said so many things to make it nicer. They could have been like, hey, not to rush you or anything, but there's just no tables available and I saw you were almost done, so I was just wondering if we could get that table after you. Something like that. That would be a lot more nice, and he would probably have gotten up and gotten a to-go box if she said that, but she had to be rude about it. So nobody's gonna want to cooperate with you when you do that. Anyway, that was Tales from the Customer. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a like. If you guys like me, maybe think about subscribing. If you got this far, maybe think about it. Bye.